Hello guys, this weekend it's Manchester United versus Manchester City. It is the Manchester derby, so let's get into it. Let's cue that intro. No, welcome back to Matchday Live, and it's me, Dan, back again. And this weekend it is the Manchester derby, City versus United, United versus City. So the team I've gone for, I think it'll kind of be like the same team that beat. Obviously we beat Tottenham 3-0. I think he will go back to three at the back. I think he might put Luke Shaw as the left centre back, depending on if Victor Lindelof is fit to play. If he's fit to play, I reckon Shaw will go there and Lindelof will go there. But if Lindelof is not fit, I reckon Luke Shaw will play left side centre back with obviously Maguire and Bailly. I wouldn't go with Maguire normally, but yeah, I don't know. Varane is injured at the moment, and I thought Eric Bailly played really well against Atalanta, and obviously Wan-Bissaka at the right, and then obviously it will be McFred in the middle with Bruno Fernandes, and then obviously it will be Cavani and Ronaldo up top. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's play match and let's talk about the last. League result, which was a good 3-0 team performance against Tottenham. Okay, Tottenham weren't at the races. They were pretty poor themselves, and obviously from that game they did sack Nuno Espirito Santo, and then obviously they brought in Conte. So obviously he's not going to United. But yeah, we won 3-0. It wasn't the best of starts. It was getting used to this new system where we're playing five at the back. Three at back, five at back, whatever you want to call it. What a finish! That was it De Bruyne? It was. It's been, we was expecting a change, and it was one of them ones where, does he go with, he went with three at the back before when he was, last in a trouble. And that was the game against PSG, if I'm not too mistaken. I was going to say he's offside. But yeah, Ronaldo, I thought, we were unlucky. We weren't unlucky, sorry. We was a bit lucky, actually, because Tottenham did have a goal ruled out for offside from a corner, early on. I think it was from Romero with the... Oh, what a volley from McTominay. I thought, we were a bit lucky with that. That was offside, but if they scored from that corner and the goal was given, it would have been a totally different game, I think. But then we did get our first goal through, who was it? It was Ronaldo, wasn't it? It was that crossfield ball. It was Bruno Fernandes with a crossfield ball to Ronaldo at the back post, and it was really good. Volley, really good goal, actually, good team goal. And we did, we kind of grew into the game as the game went, as the first half went on, and in the end we just pretty much beat them in the end. They did have a couple chances. Son had a chance. Fred also had a long shot from a way out that made Hugo Lloris made a save. But we was okay. We wasn't the best, but we was okay, and it was a good team performance. We got a clean sheet as well, which is really good. And in the end, we was just unfortunate. And it was good to see Varane back. I think Varane had a really good game in against Tottenham. So going on to the second half, United pretty much started where we left off. We, let Tottenham have the ball. We played on the counter-attack, and we got the second goal through Cavani. And this time it was a little bit of pressure from Bruno Fernandes. Got the ball from the Tottenham player, and then he put it on a plate for Ronaldo. And then Ronaldo did like a little chop skill, and then it was a good pass through to Cavani, and then Cavani just lifted it over. He lifted it over Hugo Lloris, and in the end that was 2-0. And then late on, late on, Matic put Rashford through. Rashford, I think, came on for Cavani. Yeah, put Rashford through, and Rashford to put it into the goal. It was almost offside, but it was a good goal nonetheless. And 3-0, good team performance. And we played pretty well. I'll give him, it was a good performance back. And but then in the end, like I said, it was only Tottenham, and Tottenham. Oh, for God's sake! And then Tottenham themselves. We can't let that man score against United this weekend, Grealish. It was one of the, it was one of them. It's just unfortunate that it was against Tottenham. It's kind of the perfect team really to face. They were not playing that well, and Tottenham themselves, they didn't really get going in that game. But in the end, thank God we got the victory. Well, it wasn't thank God we got the victory, because if Tottenham got the victory, I think Solskjaer would have been sacked, because it was deemed El Sackable or El Sackico or whatever it was, and obviously we won, so Nuno got sacked, and then obviously they brought in Conte. But yeah, so we won that game 3-0. Going into the Champions League game against Atalanta, played 3 at the back until Varane got injured, and it looks like he's out for a month again. So that's really annoying. Obviously we only just got him back. It would have been, a really good. It would have been, it would have been helpful if we kept in the team for this weekend against Manchester City. And I'm going to change it. I'm going to go back to the 4-2-3-1 because I'm not liking this. Right, so let's take off Telles for Rashford. We'll put Ronaldo up top there, and we'll bring on Sancho there. But yeah, I think we wasn't rubbish against Atalanta. We just let in, their first goal was pretty easy. Well, it wasn't pretty easy. It was a pretty good goal, but they got a bit of luck with it, and it just fell to, I think it was Zapata, I think. Was it Zapata? No, it's Zapata. Yeah, it fell to Zapata, and then he passed it through to... who did he pass it through to? He passed it to Illich, and then Illich made the... Well, David De Gea should have saved it, but again, it could have been offside because the player was... I think it was Pasalic again in front of David De Gea. And to be honest, Atalanta were going down really easily, and they were... It was annoying me that they were going down really easy in that game. It was one of them ones where... Oh, go on. Oh, go on the volley. Oh, unlucky. But yeah, it's just one of them ones where, maybe if we got the first goal, I reckon we would have won the game. But we was unlucky. We did hit the post through a deflection, but again, it was just poor defending for their goal. Well, it wasn't a poor defending. It was just a bit of luck, really. David De Gea on another day probably would have saved it as well. But yeah, that was 1-0, and then literally before half-time we equalised through Ronaldo. A good team goal. Bruno Fernandes back heels it to Ronaldo, and Ronaldo just puts it into the net. So that was 1-1. So going into the second half, I thought United would come out and maybe, try and force the goal. But in the end, it was the other way round. It was oh, look at that nice finish, McTominay. It was Zapata, literally just over the top ball through Eric Bailly. Maybe Eric Bailly just got caught, or Maguire got caught. It was just a bit of bad defending. It was originally given for offside, but it was way onside, and VAR gave the goal. But it was a bit annoying, and then literally it was looking like it was going to be a 2-1 loss, and maybe another pressure game for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for obviously this weekend against City, because obviously after this game we do have an international break. So yeah, we need to win this game against City this weekend, just for just for the fans. Man United need to win it for the fans, not for the manager. God forbid, God forbid, they'll probably, I'm not going to say it, but we probably will lose against City. But if we can put a good performance, not like the performance against, oh, look at that good counter-attack goal. If we can put a good performance against Man City, I reckon we could get maybe a draw against them or even get a victory because, Man City lost last weekend against Crystal Palace. They lost 2-0, was it? Or was it 1-0? Was it 2-0? I think it was 2-0, wasn't it? Because they had Laporte sent off. Yeah, it was 2-0. Because Gallagher got a late goal, didn't he? But yeah, it will be a tough game for United. Varane will be a huge miss. I reckon it will be Sanchez, Cavani and Ronaldo up top. And we will play three at the back, depending on, if Lindelof is fit. Hopefully he's fit, because, I'd rather have Luke Shaw at left wing back than Tellez, to be honest. But Tellez does bring in, a bit more creativity, whereas Luke Shaw doesn't really. But, it will be interesting to see what happens there. Will he go with Lindelof, who had that little niggle in training? And, we just hope that I just hope that, United get, if we have a good performance against City, we did beat Man City last season, twice actually. We beat them twice. We beat them at Old Trafford and it was a good performance. And I think we did play the three at the back against Man City last season because if I remember, we did that goal. We did that goal, I think it was McTominay. He scored from like 30, 40 yards, wasn't it, where we beat him last season? Was that the goal? Was that the game? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Because it was just before, obviously, the COVID break. But yeah, we definitely need a good performance against City. And obviously, City themselves, oh, what a save. City themselves, they'll be up for it. And I think United. It depends what United turn up. If United put a good team performance in, oh my God, how did they not score? If United put a good team performance in against, like they did against Tottenham, Tottenham themselves didn't even have a shot on target, believe it or not, and I was quite surprised about that. But we definitely need the 3 points. Even if we get a draw, against City at home. City and Liverpool and Chelsea all look like they're gonna, win the league this season. But obviously that loss against Crystal Palace last week will be a massive one for Pep Guardiola. They can't lose 2 games in a row, and obviously Man United we need to get a good performance. So I'm going to go for my score prediction. I reckon it might be a 1-1 draw, something like that. I just hope it will be I hope United might nick it, but I think United will probably... It might be a draw, like a 1-1, 2-2, something like that. I just need... we just want to see something like that. But we'll see. We'll see. So anyway, guys, I am actually going to end it here for today. So please like, comment and subscribe. And don't forget to leave your score predictions below. So right, guys, I'm going. Bye.